Right, with us we have Nicolas Maingot, the Acting Director of Communications and Public Affairs of FIFA, who is on a trip now to Namibia to open the Football for Hope Centre. Nicolas, welcome, and tell us a bit about the World Cup we just had in South Africa.
Sure, thanks for welcoming me for your website. You know, the World Cup 2010 for FIFA was an amazing success. This World Cup had a completely different dimension from certainly the previous one. And why that? It's because I think probably never before you had such a true sense of the social, cultural power of football. You could see all the fans from the host country, from South Africa, mixed with the international fans. You had this I would say, human sense of the World Cup. It was more than just a game. It went far beyond the 64 game. This is a little bit what we had anticipated. Actually, I had the opportunity to do a number of interviews in the run-up, actually, to the final tournament to explain a little bit what the World Cup was. And this is a bit what we were expected. But I think the South Africans put even more actually to our expectations, because they embraced this event in such a way that you had an atmosphere which was just magical during the 4 weeks of the tournament. It was a great World Cup. I think it was a great success for the host country. It was also certainly a great success for the continent. We said many times that this World Cup was the first in Africa, and that it would be an African World Cup, or a World Cup for Africa, and it was exactly that. So I think the world really realized how much Africa was behind this event, and how much football impacts also the life of people in Africa, I would say.
Right, and it was actually quite amazing. So many doubters before the time, and Sepp Blatter all the time putting his belief in the South African government and South Africa. So you must have been happy with the turnout, and also maybe financially, how does it weigh up to previous World Cups?
Yes, I mean, to start with the first part of your question, we never doubted. Of course, as usual, when you organize an event of such a magnitude, there are some issues which you have to handle, and they were all handled. And they were all handled thanks to an extraordinary cooperation between FIFA, the local organizing committee, and the government in South Africa, which was very supportive, and I would add also the host cities. So all those stakeholders, as we say, really produced a feeling, cooperation that at the end of the day was, I would say, rewarded by the success of this World Cup. Now, to the doubters, I think the doubters, they proved already wrong after the Confederations Cup. The Confederations Cup was already a first very big success in South Africa, and if there were still doubters afterwards, well then they must have been convinced during the tournament, and actually you could see a shift also in the media coverage during the tournament itself, and at the end it was all beautiful. On the financial side, yes, this has been also a success, actually before even the competition for FIFA, because as you know, the resources actually for FIFA, or I would say the income for FIFA, is mainly done before the tournament even starts, through marketing and TV contracts. And it's true that FIFA has recorded a record income, at least gross income, from the 2010 World Cup, which is another sign of success for that World Cup, because it showed the confidence of the economic world towards that event, and towards South Africa and towards Africa, I would say. And it's great news for the development of football worldwide, because FIFA is a non-profitable association, and it's very much a money in, money out system that we have, our financial model. So basically, the revenues for the World Cup finance 4 years of activity for FIFA, and as you know, most of that money, approximately 75%, goes to development programs of football all around the world.